Wonderful friends, great sadhakas, serious, sincere, shrotas and jignasus, mumukshus, welcome you all heartily with all gratitudes, congratulations and salutations for this wonderful text, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, study browsing through first time to get a taste of it. Out of six Prakaranams, we are into the third one, named Utpatthi. Prakaranam. It has got 122 sargas. We are in the 22nd sarga. VIGNANA ABHYASA VARNANAM is the name of it. It is the Leelopakhyanam. Upakhyanam means story related to Leela. So in this Leela story, Leela Saraswati Samvada, Mother Saraswati. Present topic is that Vijnana Abhyasa becomes so important for a true serious sadhaka. Here, Bhagavati Mata, which how the abhyasa has to be done, she says also yogyatas qualifications for us to gain so that we are able to enjoy doing that abhyasa and reach to the result. Always remember, result is only one, experiencing that Brahma Anubhuti. I am Brahman. That's what is the goal. So, yesterday we have seen about Yesham Matihi Te Pare Abhyasinaha. The ones who have made their Mati, intellect, Mati, thinking, Mati, understanding, Mati, conviction this way, they are the great Abhyasins. So, these are all very indicative, beautiful guidances. When with Bhakti Shraddha, we focus on them with our matured intellects, the direct guidance we understand, and then other things which are around it, every one of them they mentioned, the book becomes bulky, already bulky. Those things also we grasp. That is how gurus guide us. So on the whole, विज्ञान का हमें अवश्य अभ्यास करना है इस तरह, और उसके लिए ये योग्यताएं होनी है. This is how the Vijnana Abhyasa has to be done. Tat Chintanam ityadi. For doing it effectively, this is how we have to prepare ourselves. This is how we have to qualify ourselves. Important topic. And every mantra is so precious. That's why carefully we are analyzing, understanding, enjoying. Let's continue, friends. 3-4 minutes spend in the Smarana Paramatma and Gurus and do the Sankalpa. That this study of ours not only should help you and me, but it should help the entire universe to spiritually grow. In whatever the way the Lord makes it happen, it is His way, His choice. But this is our Sankalpa and Prarthana. Start. Om, 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 Om Sahanavavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti, 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परम सुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगन सदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, Valmiki, Vedavyasa, Vamadeva, Naradadi, Samasta Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Shastranam Acharyebhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Krupanugrahena Upanishad Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Ukta Brahmatmaikya Bodhena अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्तमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणाद् आरभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं परं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैरनताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वसिष्ठादिर्षिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने विज्ञान अभ्यास वर्णनं नाम द्वाविंशतितम सर्गः। श्री वसिष्ठ उवाच श्री देव्युवाच। Good these 5 minutes of the Sankalpa and Prarthana keep us in touch with the subject, train us in our Ekagrata and that pure, beautiful intention, Sankalpas, prayers. They all never go wasted. All of them cumulatively only mold us and guide us to the path higher. Friends, Leela says, O mother, while listening to your words itself, Drushya Vishuchika going away from my life and I am getting relaxed. Now you said the Avabodha Ghana Abhyasa. Just tell me, what is that Abhyasa, how it has to be done, and how it has to be Poshamayati, Pushti, how this Abhyasa can be done densely, deeply, intensely, beautifully. Fourthly, Pushti Tasmin, when the Abhyasa is fully done, sufficiently done, proficiently done, efficiently done, Kim Bhavet, what is the outcome or result? This is a question. Then, Mother also acknowledging Leela's point, she says, in this world, any being, whether he is achieving small success or big success, and that is in the positive way or negative way, good or bad, all of them depend on, the successes depend on the Abhyasa only. So the punchline is Vina Abhyasena tat na iha siddhim eti kadachana. Without Abhyasa, siddhi will not come. Without Abhyasa, the success siddhi will not come. Is equal to with Abhyasa, siddhi will come. Is equal to till the siddhi comes. When we do Abhyasa, siddhi will come. Therefore, till the siddhi comes, we have to keep on doing Abhyasa. Therefore, as much important it is to gain the Siddhanta Jnanam, so much important it is to do the Abhyasam. In that, the sadhana chatushthaya sampada for a Vedanti, which is a qualification. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshutva. These also have to be done as Abhyasa. Not imagining that I understood it, not imagining that I have done it, not imagining that once I did and that is enough. No. They also, through Abhyasa, have to be mastered. Thereafter, what you and I are doing in this class, Shravana, also is an Abhyasa. That when you do long time the Shravana, then all the intricacies of how the Shravana has to be done, along with the patience, along with the conviction regarding the need of Shravana, they all come to us. Puja Gurudev gave us Shravana Sadhana Abhyasa. To the Acharyas, when we speak on Gita, itself is a sadhana for us in which when we do the speech, we are the first ones to do the Shravana, we are the Shrota. If others also interested, welcome. And we have done it. Gita Shravana Sadhana, it helped a lot. Okay, so too the Manana also is an Abhyasa into which we have to enter you and I. I am speaking, you are listening. It's a very good first achievement, but not sufficient. The second one is having spoken, I also should do the Manana Abhyasa, you also should do the Manana Abhyasa. Then comes the Nididhyasana also Abhyasa. You also have to do. This is what is the Sadhana Chatushtaya Abhyasa and Shravana Manana Nididhyasana Abhyasa. Same things here. Mother Saraswati puts in a beautiful manner. From there we see, even though exhaustively we studied that shloka for 2 days, and I'm sure many of you have by-hearted it, those are coming regularly. Chant it twice, the mantra number 24, to be kept in our heart all the time, to be remembered. Very beautiful, very inspiring it is, to the point. Only thing is, it's in Sanskrit. How does it matter? You understand it in your language. So the shloka goes like this. Om tat chintanam tat kathanam anyonyam tat prabodhanam etade kaparatvam cha tadabhyasam vidurbudha. Again, tat chintanam tat kathanam anyonyam tat prabodhanam etade kaparatvam cha tadabhyasam vidurbudha. Buddha tad abhyasam vidu. The wise people understand and say this to be the abhyas. The wise people call this as abhyas. And be attentive, never miss, never forget what is said in the above shloka. That Vina abhyasa kinchitapi na siddhyati. That should never be forgotten. Ki vina abhyasa we never succeed. Therefore, abhyasa has to be done. Then a question by Leela, what is abhyasa? Then answer by mother that the Buddha call this as the abhyasa. Clear? Now, of what we have to do the abhyasa? Naturally, of the goal which we have to achieve. What is the goal? Parabrahmanubhuti. Therefore, the abhyasa also of that Parabrahma Tattva only. That Parabrahma in all Upanishadic language, in the Gita also, is named as Tat also. So, Om Tat Saditi Brahmanaha Nirteshaha Trividaha Smrtaha. In Tattvamasi Mahavakya also. Everywhere we see. So here, Tad is Brahman. So, for the Tat Prapti, the Brahma Prapti, which gives moksha, we have to do Tat Abhyasa only. So, Brahma Prapti ke liye Brahma Abhyas. If we do the Abhyas of the samsari we become. Understood? We are doing that only. Nobody told us, we never listened. Now we are listening. Somebody is telling us, let us start doing this Abhyas. Okay? Then what is the Parakashta Sthiti of Tadabhyasa? The Parakashtam is the ultimate Sthiti to be reached is Ekaparatvam. Ekaparatvam Tadabhyasam Buddhaha Vidhu. That Ekaparatva, that one Brahman alone is not only my ultimate supreme goal, but all my faculties are always in trying to reach to it only, in trying to search it only. That is called Ekaparatvam. That is the goal to be reached. How did it is reached, sir? Ekaparatvam. I am giving you two, other things you add. What are the things the mother is giving? Three. Tat chintanam. Tat is Brahman. Do the chintana of that Brahman only. Tat kathanam. Speak about that Brahman only. Anyanyam tat prabodhanam. Mutually do the prabodhana of that Brahman only. Here the prabodhanam is educating, enlightening, reminding each other. So that like in the Kena Upanishad Shanti Mantra, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, Mamam Brahma Nirakarot. So let I do not forget Brahman, let the Brahman do not leave me. That is the mantra there. Ma aham Brahma Nirakuryam. May not do Nirakarana of Brahman. Mama Brahma Nirakarot. Ma means Mam. Mujhe Brahma Ma Nirakarot. May Brahman do not reject. In the same way, may not forget Brahman, seeing that the Brahman may slowly reveal to me. That is called Ekaparatvam to be reached through these three sadhanas of Tat Chintanam. Always do the Chintana of that only. Whenever you get the time, whenever you are, free in your intellect, don't do Chintana of anything, only iska karo. और जब कहना है तो तत्कथनम talk about that only. And tat prabodhanam anyonyam. Whomever you have first of all the like-minded people who are interested in tad vastu, then do the prabodhana to each other. Yesterday, day before, we have exhaustively explained all of them with lots of examples. Now, mother said three, but then the two more important things which are to be done before these three, mother has not mentioned, leaving it to us. Thinking, imagining that we know that we are already doing. Guess what are those two things? Other than Chintanam, Kathanam, Prabodhanam. Chintanam is with the mind I am doing the Chintana of that Tattva. Kathanam is with my mouth I am talking about it. Prabodhanam is awakening or reminding each other. These three. But before that, two things have to be done. They are not mentioned here. Isn't it? We have to catch, we have to add them. Isn't it? Now, first of all, to do the Chintana, to do the Kathana, to do the Prabodhana, we have to have the exhaustive knowledge of the Tat or not. Isn't it? To gain that knowledge, after which only we do the Chintanam, Kathanam, Prabodhanam, to gain the knowledge, two things we have to do. Out of two, one we are doing it. What is that? First one, Tat Shravanam. Shravanam. Tat ka Shravan. Some of you are really so nice ki मॉर्निंग उपनिषद यू कम, गीता को लिए आते हो, दोपहर में भी आते हो, and in the evening 2 classes. So tat shravanam is the first, then only we get the data information. The second thing also some of you must be definitely doing, called as tat adhyayanam. Isn't it? Shravanam and adhyayanam. Studying yourself independently after listening. One more also we can add, that mother has not skipped it, she left it for our discussion. That is tat mananam. Shravana, adhyayana, manana. Through this, the knowledge is, data is gained. After that, now we do the chintanam of it. So, Shravana, Manana, Chintana, Nididhyasana. Okay. After Chintana, we do Nididhyasana for ourselves and reach to that goal. When we have to be in the world with the people, tat kathanam only you do. Talk about only that, not anything else. Anything else we speak, again that will enter into our mind. Morning we have seen, yada samharate chayam kurumongani va sarvashaha. The sadhaka has to be very careful, for all the four things. One thing the sadhaka has to be careful about is that Brahma Jnana should enter into his bosom. Second thing the sadhaka has to be careful about is the entered Brahma Jnana should stay there permanently. Third thing the sadhaka should be very careful about is to send away from his own mind all the ajnana, all the moha, all the ragadi, all the kamadi, all these durgunas, he should be careful to send them out. He has to be. Fourth one, the sadhaka has to be careful is from the outer world, the fresh new, all these moha, all these raga all these asakti attractions for the world, again should not enter into the mind. All the four he'll have to be careful. बुरा निकल जाए दोबारा ना आए, अच्छा आ जाए दोबारा बाहर न जाए. The acha here is the Brahma Jnana. Pura is any other information and the reality given to the world and our attractions towards it, our thinking about it, discussion about it, valuing it. Everybody is flooded in that only. So far we were doing that only. Now by Guru Bhagavat Kripa and Punya Phala, Tattva Jnana we are getting. Now we have to enter into the experience of it for moksha. For that we have to do the Jnana Abhyasa, Vijnana Abhyasa. So in that Vijnana Abhyasa, these three said by Mother, three we are adding. So Tat Shravanam, Tat Adhyayanam, Tat Mananam, Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam, Tat Prabodhanam. In our life, other than that Tat Brahma, nothing should be there. That's called Ekaparatvam. Ekaparatvam. This ability to do it, to reach to it, is called as Abhyasa by our Buddha realized wise saints. And we gave all the examples. The money-minded fellow, Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam. Bhoga Asakti person, Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam. And a newly a grandchild is born, for a few months, everybody at home, Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam. है कि नहीं? फोन करते ही पहले वो पूछते हैं वो कैसे है छोटा, है ना, वो ठीक तरह सोया कि नहीं, है ना, उसको मच्छर तो नहीं काट रहा. तत्चिंतनम तत्कथनम ओनली. She will tell to that husband who is, yeah, very cute today, that fellow smiled at me with so much happiness. And he says, not he did not smile, you didn't understand properly. Then what? He laughed at you. That you are wasting my time, go and do your meditation. He is telling. Somebody one day called me like this. Somebody, whenever my grandchild sees me, he just smiles. मैंने उनको यही बोला, he is not smiling, he is laughing कि time waste कर रहे हो, जा अपना साधना कर. He never called me again. है ना? He thought I will encourage him. अरे वाह, he is smiling at you. That means he loves you so much that he is taking care of you so much tomorrow. So when you love him, you play with him, forget Brahman, forget Atman, and get caught up in that. He thought I will tell all that. मैं क्यों बोलूँगा? So We have a lot of examples of tat chintanam, tat kathanam. People interested in politics, they make a group, tat chintanam, tat kathanam. Isn't it? In this world, people are, that's how they misuse their all upadhis in strengthening inside themselves the vasanas and also their reality given to the world outside. And the mind, once these two are done, has all its capacity to manipulate a variety of imagination, emotions, projections. Then you're totally into that. For the one who has to realize the Brahman, he has to do everything with all his upadhis, only those which are related to Brahma Tattva. Where we explained yesterday from Gita, Machitta, Madgata, Prana, Ityad. Then the example of Narada, example of Gopikas, the great Vyasa, the saints, the Brahmagnanis, हमेशा वो तत्व में ही रहते. You have seen Kagbhusundi Garuda Samvada, whole Uttarakhanda we studied for 6 months. है ना 192 दिन पढ़े हम. We have seen that Kagbhusundi in that Himalayas. He does only that. भगवान का जप करेंगे, भगवान के लिए उपासना यज्ञ करेंगे, इन अनदर ट्री के भी नीचे भगवान का ही ध्यान ही विल डू, एंड इन द फोर्थ ट्री he gives lecture on Sri Rama Katha only, to listen to which Garudji himself has gone. So be conscious. There's no greater, better Upadesha a guru can give, a teacher can give, and a Shishya or a Sadhaka to understand the do. There's no greater, better than this. That our whole life with all our faculties should be soaked in Tat only. So that is a must, as we said yesterday, the three things, and that is possible. Third, when we start doing it, Bhagavan will bless us. That's the trickish word Bhagavan used in Gita, Yogakshemam Vahami. The trick in that is, one meaning of Yogakshema is, whatever you have to get and whatever you have, they are protected. Or whatever you need, that will be provided to you. Whatever you have, that's it protected. This is a very gross meaning, everybody will say. But the subtle meaning of Yogakshema Vahami is Yogasya Kshemam Vahami. Means this sadhana when you are doing, I will protect the sadhaka in you, I will protect the sadhana in you. You and I are the example. Because we are interested from last 6 years, Bhagavan is protecting us. And see that 6 saal, even one day also we have not taken break, especially for our morning class. If not for Bhagavan's protection, was it possible? 2000 दिन यार एक दिन भी नहीं छोड़ा. No Saturday, no Sunday, no Corona, no Bhukampa, no summer, no winter, no rain season, no festival. कोई दिन छुट्टी दिया क्या? पेट दर्द, पीठ दर्द, कमर दर्द. Sometimes we reduce the time when it was too difficult, but we never stop. Evening classes, sometimes because of Tirtha Yatra, we gave a break. But otherwise, we could do it. It is His grace. Yoga Kshemam Vahami. Even now, इन दैट वे देखते देखते मेरे को तो मजा भी आता है, हंसी भी आता है कि इन लास्ट 6 years 11,000 classes we have done. 10.5 thousand, not a small number है. Almost all of them on an average 1 hour. कोई सवा घंटा 1.5 घंटा, कोई 40 मिनट, पूरा मिलके. Who made it possible बताओ? योगस्य क्षेमम वहामि. So all the three. One, it is required, necessary. Second, it is possible. Third, He will bless us when we do. What is that? Abhyasa. What abhyasa? Tad abhyasa. To what extent? Ekaparatvam. And how it is achieved? The 6 things. Tat shravanam, tat adhenam, tat mananam. These three we added, and Mother told three: tat chintanam, tat kathanam, tat anyonyam prabodhanam. Etad ekaparatvam brahmabhyasa. So start doing it now. After listening about abhyasa, we should do. So अभी अभ्यास के बारे में भी मैं समझ गया. ज्ञान तो आ गया था मुझे, अभ्यास भी नहीं समझ गया मैं. अरे भाई इस अभ्यास करना होता है, उस जानने से बात नहीं बनता है ना. वन टू थिंग्स आई एम डूइंग. तत् चिंतनम, आई हैव टू स्टडी एंड ऑल. कथनम, आई हैव टू टॉक. Anyonyam tat prabodhanam also happens when somebody comes. and Shravanam Adhyenam, Mananam, isn't it? And doing all these things अगर एक बात है तो इसके द्वारा एक परत्वम हो रहा है कि नहीं, we have to say that. एक परता is our whole personality, time, mind is always into that only. एक परत. Again, my mind tells to give so many examples. So देखो तो सब्जी बेचने वाले तत्चिंतन, their problem बेचारा ना, which are these wholesale markets, in which place good quality, less cost. You understand? तत्चिंतनम, तत्कथनम. He will inquire, he will go. आप होलसेल मार्केट्स में देख को जाकर के वहां वो बैठे रहते हैं. From the production unit, order and get them here, and then for the retailers dispatch it. Always about the items, their cost, the increase, the reduction pay. तत्चिंतनम तत्कथनम वही होता है. सुबह 9 बजे बैठे तो रात को 8-9 बजे तक. You can see the vegetable market, fruit vendors, groceries वाले, उनका वही होता है. तत्चिंतनम तत्कथनम. Examples. So we do the same, but for us the subject matter is Tadvastu Brahma. Take the help of the Upanishads, Gita, note down the shlokas, as we said yesterday. Some 100, 200 should be readily available for us to do the Chintanam Katha. In that way, only our Antakarana grasps the Tattva Jnana, and you can become Sukshma by Antarmukhi, and in that Dhyana, transcending all our upadhis, the Nirupadhika Brahman we can experience, which is our goal. Okay, once more we have seen today, thank God. Now, continuation of that, the two beautiful shlokas, very beautiful. Don't forget this above shloka. Tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam, tat prabodhanam, etat ekaparatvam cha tadabhyasam vidurbuta. Now, Mother praises such people. In one shloka she says, te jayanti. In another shloka she says, te pare abhyasina. She is praising the abhyasins. Those who the tadabhyasa, उनको माता रानी खुद ही praise कर रही. What she says? ये विरक्ताः महात्मानः भोग भावन तानवम भावयन्ति अभवायांतर भव्या भुवि जयन्ति ते. Very beautiful sloka. Let me put it this way. The meaning of this. In this world, so many people are doing so many endeavors. And in all those endeavors, they are achieving success, victory. है ना, अपने अपने क्षेत्र में विजय पात. Mother says, on this earth, in my opinion, these are the people who are victorious. भुवि ते जयंती. भूलोक में वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने जीत पाया. Who are the ones who are victorious on the bhumi? Okay, first, the ones who have experienced the Brahman. They are the real victorious. Point one. Point two. To experience the Brahman, they have become ekaparatva, ekaparata. They have achieved. They are the real victorious ones. Third, for that they have done the abhyasa of the tat. So tad abhyasa करके एक परता के द्वारा ब्रह्म अनुभव जो उन्होंने पाया, they are truly victorious, in my opinion, not others. Three things. Fourth, for achieving this abhyasa, ekaparata and anubhuti, those who have prepared themselves in this way, they are really victorious. And what is the preparation? One, viraktaha. Those who are detached from the whole world. Second, mahatmanaha. Those whatever they have just distributed only. Now they are free from all those, possessions, etc. Third one, bhoga bhavana tanavam bhavayanti. Those in whose mind the bhoga bhavana is becoming tanukruta. That they are not wanting to indulge the worldly things anymore. Fourth one, abhavaya. That they somehow, everyhow, anyhow, want to reach to that abhava sthiti. Bhava is samsara, janma marana samsara. Abhava means the moksha sthiti. Abhavaya. Then antaha bhavyaha. Always they are inside, keeping the goal of Paramatma Tattva. To reach that, they are free. They are slowly made themselves freed from bhoga bhavana. Bhoga bhava, bhoga bhavana tanavam bhavayanti. Bhoga bhavana tanavam bhavayanti. Bhoga means the enjoyments of the world. Bhoga bhavana means wanting to enjoy the world. Tanavam means the reduction in the want to enjoy the world. Bhavayanti, they try it, they value it, they pray for it also. है ना? उनके भावना में क्या है? मेरे मन से भोग भावना निकल जाए, उसके लिए वॉट एवर आई हैव टू डू, आई विल डू. ओके, tomorrow in our Gita class, one of the most effective thing Bhagavan is going to tell. Vishayami nivartante niraharasya dehina wala shloka. Number shloka 59. In the same way, prayers to the Lord. O Lord, please free me from all the bhoga bhavana. Bhoga bhavana, kamana or vichara do tanukruta in me. That from my mind that kida should totally be selected and deleted. है ना? टू मेक इट मोर क्लियर अंडरस्टैंड, भोग भावना के जगह मेरे अंदर हमेशा योग भावना होना चाहिए. मोर प्रैक्टिकली, इंस्टेड ऑफ वांटिंग टू एंजॉय द वर्ल्ड, आई शुड ऑलवेज सीक टू रियलाइज द सेल्फ. अभवाय अंतः भव्याः. So antah inside, bhavyaha the great people, abhavaya to get the moksha, bhavayanti they try, imagine and pray for the tanavam, the reduction of bhavana, the thought about bhoga, enjoyments. So bhoga bhavana tanavam bhavayanti bhavyaha antah antar what is the word, antar bhavyaha bhavyaha antah abhavaya. अभवाय मोक्ष के लिए, अंतः inside, bhavyaha these great people, bhavayanti they pray and try for, tanavam the reduction of, bhavana the thought and desire about, bhoga the objects of the world. So ये विरक्ताः ये महात्मानाः भोग भावना तानवम भावयन्ति अभवाय अंतर्भव्याः ते भुवि जयन्ति. They are the ones, the real victorious people. Not the ones who made the goals in the world outside and they achieved them. They are in fact outside they are successful, but within themselves they are failures because they are lost to the mind, intellect and senses and their demands. All that what we want outside is our own desire, our own vasana, our own mind, our own wrong conviction of intellect. उसके सामने हार गए. Like Puja Gurudev says, seeking freedom outside itself is a bondage. Therefore, freedom is not outside, it is inside. How? Not to do what you feel like doing. That's freedom. Inside, in the mind, what we feel like doing. Not doing that is the real freedom. So, freedom should be from the cravings of the mind, from the wrong convictions of the intellect, from this slavery of the senses, not the outer thing. Outer, what do you mean by freedom or success? Therefore, mother's words take them very important. They are the real victorious ones. ये विरक्ताः महात्मानः भोग भावना तानवम भावयन्ति अभवाय अंतः भव्याः ते भुवि जयन्ति. वाह, मस्त श्लोक. I am so fascinated only with that. Same way, the next mantra. What is it? Udita udarya saundarya vairagya rasaranjita ananda spandini yesham patiste abhyasinah pare. Te pare abhyasinah. Among the abhyasins, they are the supreme abhyasins. Supreme. Greater than the greatest. Who? The ones who have made their mati like this. जिन्होंने अपने mati means understanding. Mati means conviction. The ones who made their understanding and conviction in this way, they are para abhyasi. Abhyasi means abhyasi, mahan. Who are they? Udita audarya saundarya. The ones in whom, in whose chitta, the sundarta of the udarata has arisen. Udit hua. Udarta namak saundarya ka uday hua. What is udarta here? They are not narrow-minded, they are not covetous, they are not the ones who are aggrandizing the things. In short, they are no more competitors for the world outside. Willingly they have given up everything. That is called as औदार्य सौंदर्य. जिनके चित्त में उदय हुआ. That I want nothing from the world. Earlier, even the world was not giving, I was snatching. Slowly, I stopped snatching. Then I was working myself and getting. Thereafter, I stopped working, and whatever the world is giving me, that I am taking. Later on, even world gives, I am saying that I don't want. That state of being is called औदार्य सौंदर्य. Like Nachiketa. खुद यमराज ने दिया तो भी मना किया. That's called औदार्य सौंदर्य. Second, how it is achieved? वैराग्य रस रंजिता. Wow. I believe here, while telling this, Vasishtha must be looking at Rama's eyes and appreciating him, because in Rama's life at that time, the Vairagya Rasa pura Ranjit hai. Ranjita means coloring, Rasa means color, Vairagya means detail. The ones who are colored by the taste of Vairagya. Aha. This Vairagya Rasa Ranjitaha word has its roots in Ishavasya Upanishad, the third pada, first mantra. See that? Tena tyaktena bhunjitaha. Do you remember? Ishavasya sarvam. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Third, tena tyaktena bhunjitaha. Tyaktena bhunjitaha. Enjoying the giving up. That's why tyagena eke amritattva. That amrita anubhuti in tyaga is there, which you have to recognize, which you have to discover. The real Ranjanam Ananda is in the rasa of Vairagya. Like in Bhajagovindam, Kasya Sukham na karoti viraga. Which is the Sukha the Vairagi will not get. Wow. So Vairagya Rasa Ranjita. Pray for this. Hey Bhagavan, give me Viveka Vairagya. Prarthana daily sankalpa. Vairagyam de. Vairagya. Vairagya Rasa Ranjita. Okay. Then third one, the ones whose mati is Vairagya Rasa Ranjita is mati buddhi ka lakshan. Third, Ananda Spandini Yesha mati. The one whose mati is always in the Ananda Spandana, the one whose mati is colored by the Vairagya Rasa, the one in whose mati Audarya Saundarya has arisen. They are called Pare Abhyasinaha, supreme Abhyasins. तो देख रहे हो ना भगवान माता कैसे गाइड कर रही है. अब समझ में नहीं आ रहा मतलब यू आर नॉट कमिंग एवरी डे टू क्लास. Then only you'll be tuned to the subject that's discussed, the language that is employed, the examples that are given, the language, the yes, all of that examples, language, subject, way of presentation, you all will familiar when you come every day. अब नहीं मैं क्या करूं? हो गया ये वाला अद्भुत मंत्र. No mother doesn't stop, she continues. Beautiful mantras 27 वाला. ये थोड़ा सूक्ष्म है. सुन लो, पकड़ लो. She says, अत्यंताभाव संपत्तौ ज्ञातृज्ञेयस्य वस्तुनः युक्त्या शास्त्रैर्यतन्ते ये ते ब्रह्माभ्यासिनः स्थिताः. Again, अत्यंताभाव संपत्तौ ज्ञातृज्ञेयस्य वस्तुनः युक्त्या शास्त्रैर्यतन्ते ये ते ब्रह्माभ्यासिनः स्थिताः. So the third point of question of Leela was how to strengthen this abhyas, isn't it? Sa katam poshayamayati. How to give the pushti to this abhyasa, prakriya abhyasa sadhana. This shloka. Consciously सुन लेना कि अत्यंत अभाव संपत्तौ ज्ञातृ ज्ञेयस्य वस्तुना. In our mind, I am the jnata, the world is jneya. These two thoughts are there. The entire samsara is this only. A simple example I'll give you. What is dream? Dream is nothing but on the waking mind. In the ignorance of the waking mind, two things are projected. One, the jnata, the dreamer. Second, the gneya, the dream world. This dreamer interacting with the dream world in so many ways is called dream world, samsara. Interesting point, when we wake up, the dreamer with all his dream dehendra prana mano buddhi, with all his dream individuality, his dream dresses, dream ambitions, wishes, desires, whatever he had, and the world in front of him in the dream, which are the world of things and beings and places and time. When you wake up, all of them are delusion only. They are found to be. They disappear. Means what? They are only projected. In the same way, on the Brahman, out of the ignorance, are projected these two things. That's called samsara. What are the two? Jnatru and Neya. Exactly the same thing we are studying yesterday and today in our Mandukya Upanishad also. ऋजुवक्रादिकाभासम अलातस्पंदितम यथा ग्रहण ग्राहकाभासम विज्ञान स्पंदितम तथा. So here, when always we are soaked in tat only, है ना, tat श्रवणम tat अध्ययनम tat मननम tat चिंतनम tat कथनम and tat prabodhanam अन्यमुन्यम, from that heart the whole Gneya Jagat goes away. Then the corresponding Jnata of the Gneya Jagat also goes away. That is the greatest thing in the Abhyasi should find to achieve in his heart. Jnatrugneya abhava atyanta abhava sampattau jnatrugneyasya vastuna. There is nothing to be known and I am not the knower of it. How do you achieve that? So that yuktya shastraihi. That's what we said in the Mandukya Shastras. It is all the yuktis are given to prove to us that just like the dream world is mithya, while we were in the dream, it was giving all experiences. So too, this Jagrat Avastha also, during our Ajnana Kala, non-inquiry Kala, appears to be real. But when we do the inquiry with all the yuktis, we discover that with all the appearances, with all the anubhavas giving, this Jagrat Jagat, Jagrat Prapancha is mithya only. When it is mithya, then don't entertain. When it's not entertained, it's no more in the mind. So, Shastraihi Yuktya. With the help of the Yukti, with the help of the Shastra Jnana, theoretically having understood that the Jnatrugneya are Kalpita, through the Abhyasa of the Tatpada, the one from whose heart the Jnatrugneya have gone away. तेह ब्रह्माभ्यासिन ये ते ब्रह्म आभ्यासिनः स्थिताः. The ones who have reached to this state, they are called as stabilized in the Brahma Abhyas. करते करते उनको दिखने वाला भी परमात्मा ही है, देखने वाला भी परमात्मा. The seer is divine, the seen is divine. There is nothing other than him. Aha. See that it takes little intellectual maturity to grasp these things. कोई कोई श्लोकों में ना शब्दार्थ समझ में आता है, बट उसको जोड़कर जो वाक्यार्थ बनाना पड़ता है, it takes some maturity. One of the shloka is this. So those people who are trying to reach to a state of absence of jnatrugneya by taking the help of shastra and yukti, they are the ones who will stabilize in the abhyasa. So in this, the help take help from shastra and yukti, mother is saying, and taking the help when you reach to the extent of dissolving the jnatrugneya, including jnanam, the triputi, then you are the best abhyasi. By this, what is to be achieved through abhyasa also is said, which we have already said. On the Brahman, because of ignorance of Brahman, the jnatrugneya are projected. And this jnata, the me, get lost in the gneya through the ragadvesha. Then what I have to do? First, remove the ragadvesha from the heart. Second, devalue the gneya vastu. Third, correspondingly, the jnata of those gneya vastus also is devalued. Then what will happen? That reality on which These Jnatru-Jnaya were projected, that is revealed. This is how it happens. Right now, the Atma Jnana, the Brahma Jnana, not happening to us. Means we are continuing in the ignorance of that. Why? I am the Jnata of what? The Jnaya world, along with my total samsara in it, through the involvements. It's all in the mind only. मन में परमात्मा का ज्ञान है और ज्ञातृज्ञेय का कल्पना है, फिर ज्ञाता ज्ञेय में फंसा है. वही मन, when through the shastra and yukti, okay, understands the unreality of both jnata and jnaya, and through the abhyasa, when it rejects both of them, it becomes qualified to do the tad abhyasa. In the tad abhyasa, tad anubhuti. When tad anubhuti happens, the ignorance goes away. Once ignorance goes away in the light of knowledge of Sarvam Brahma, then Jnata Jnaya samsara will not happen again. This is what. Okay, now to substantiate this, what we have said with the help of Mandukya, exactly same thing. Mother is saying, उसको देखने के बाद मुझे idea आया. Wonderful thought it is. Try to catch it. And mind you, we are in Vedantic class. We are in the class of Brahma Vidya. We are in the satsang of Chidakasha alone is real, Ekameva Dvayam Brahma. The Chittakasha Chitta Jagat, Bhutakasha Bhuta Jagat are Kalpa. तो जिस क्लास में बैठे उसको थोड़ा समझ में रखो. Don't try to understand what Vedanta said here with our Vyavaharik Jagat and its pursuits realities. So too, when you are in Vyavaharik Jagat, keep in background this knowledge. With the help of it, don't get lost in it. Same time, what is to be done there, you must do also. कहीं भी confusion नहीं होना. So this next shloka, little sublime. It requires guts to catch it. Mother says, Sargada notpannam drishyam nastyeva tat sada idam jagadaham cheti bodhabhyasa udahartaha. This is what? Again I am chanting, Sargada notpannam drishyam nastyeva tat sada idam jagadaham cheti bodhabhyasa udahartaha. This is called as Bodha Abhyasa. Abhyasa of the Parabrahma Tattva, that Sachidananda Paramatma alone was there in the beginning, is there now, will be there eternally. In him, in the past, in the present, in the future, never the Jagat was created at all. This is the essence of the Mandukya, the Upanishads. That's what she says. Sarga Adau Eva Na Utpannam Drishyam. You talk about the creation. In the beginning of creation itself, creation never happened from that Brahman. Therefore, Nasti eva Drishyam Sada. Never ever the Drishyam is there. Idam Jagad Aham Chaiti. Neither Idam Drishya Jagat is there, nor the corresponding Drashta of this Jagat Aham is ever there. Always what is there is pure conscious Brahman only. Mandukya helps us in those three prakaranas to understand it exhaustively. 6 months you spend it to study it thoroughly from somebody requesting. है ना? वो गुरु के यहाँ रहकर सीख लो तो आइडिया पर. अब now I can't start and talk for hours together on that. है ना? Try 5 minutes I'll try to explain today. 4-5 minutes max. देखो, first and foremost is somewhere we have to make a beginning. And where to make beginning when we don't know, only one. Support to us is Shastra. Okay? The Shastra and Rishis tell us about the existence of Brahma Tattva. पहले अगर आप उसी को नास्ति से शुरू करोगे, you will never reach to it. अस्तित्वोपलब्धव्यः तत्वभावेन चोभयोः. तो Brahman, there. I have not used any tenses, past, present, future. Brahman was there in the beginning. Okay? Be attentive. Two ways we will say. है ना? एक ये पद्धति देखो. One paddhati of Mandukya Upanishad is this, that Has this Jagat come from existence or from not non-existence? This is the discussion. This Jagat of Rupanama cannot come from non-existence, isn't it? क्योंकि absence से कुछ presence तो नहीं आता. Point one, cannot come from non-existence. Second is what? This Jagat need not come from the existence because already existence is there. Therefore, the Jagat has not come as created. Then what it must be? Third option, नास्ति से ब्रह्म जगत नहीं आया, अस्ति ब्रह्म से जगत नहीं आया. तो फिर जगत का क्या है पोजीशन? कल्पित ऑन द ब्रह्मन. Kalpita only, but never there. But problem for us is what? It is seen, it is touched, it is experienced. Therefore, we think it is real. And it is useful for us in the Vyavahara. For so many these reasons, we think and we are getting lost that it is real. यही हमको इस shackle को break करना है. What is the break to be broken shackle? Just because it is perceived, just because it is experienced, it doesn't validate that the thing is real. That's why they take the example of dream. You are experiencing everything in dream. The heat and the cold and sweet and sour and sukha and dukkha. Just because you are experiencing, are they real when you wake up? So to cinema, the whole emotions that go through, you experience that misery and cry when your favorite hero is in trouble and problem. But does it make it real? Because you are experiencing and you are becoming miserable. तो अनुभव कोई वस्तु के सत्यता के लिए प्रमाण नहीं है. शास्त्र और युक्ति ही प्रमाण. This is one thing. Second is what? Was the Brahman there before creation? Yeah. Is he there now? Yeah. Will he be there future? Yeah. In what way he is there? Sachidananda. Is that Sachidananda Brahma ever changes? Never changes. If the thing is all the time same as it is, then how can you say that it has become a cause? When it is not a cause, how can an effect can come from it? Isn't it? If the effect has not come from it, therefore it is not a cause. Therefore it is karya karana rahita reality. And what about the things which we see? They are kalpita on that. Mud was there before. Mud is there in between. Mud is there at the end. In between you are seeing the pot. If all the time the mud alone is there, what is the position of the pot? Even though it is useful, even though it is named, even though it is carryable, still it is a projection only on the mud. This is the meaning of Sarga Adav Eva Na Utpannam Drishyam. The Drishya Jagat is never created. Therefore, Sarvada Na Asti Eva. It is seen but not real. It is experienced yet not real. So this Idam Jagat Drishyam Aham Chaiti. Even I, the experiencer of the world also is never there. Both of them. Aham Idam. Both are projected on the pure consciousness. That consciousness is real I, real everyone. Finally, that alone. This is the meaning of this shloka. One or two thoughts just to repeat. Then, Drushya Asambhava Bodhena Raga Dveshaditaname Ratir Baloditayasau Brahmabhyasa Udahrataha. Is there three more shlokas? She will tell about Brahmabhyas. We'll go through all that one more day. Then we'll summarize another day. Then go into the next sarga where Saraswati Mata and Leela, both of them in that Atvahika Deha, do the vihara of all the lokas. आप भी जा सकते हो उनके साथ, है ना? ओम पूर्णमदः ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय, राम भगवान की जय, सरस्वती मैया की जय. Excellent text. We have made a small childlike beginning to study it. We know Bhagavan will bless us, wherein we will slowly become subtler, deeper to understand. अब आ जाओ तत्व से पढ़ते हैं.